Hey guys, welcome back to my channel again. It's your girl Roxy. Sorry guys for not posting a video this month. Actually, this is my first video in this month. I'm so sorry for the delay. So today's project, I'll be using the above materials to make a beautiful wall mirror. I'll be using this white foam board I had at home, which is 4 millimeters thick, and some hexagon mirror sheets which I had at home. They are acrylic mirrors, so I'll be using them to make a beautiful wall mirror. For this project, I got my inspiration from this beautiful wall mirror I saw from Pinterest, so I'll be making a version of this mirror at an affordable cost and also using readily available materials. For those who are new to my channel, thank you so much for clicking on this video and also watching my videos. Feel free to subscribe to my channel and also click on the notification bell so as to get notified whenever I post a new video. So I started by making points which are 1 inch apart on the foam board. After making the points, I joined the points to make some lines on the foam board. I then used an X-Acto knife to cut the strips one at a time from the foam board. So I'll be using these strips to decorate the mirrors on the sides. The strips are 5 inches long, 2 inches long, 4 inches long, and also the 3 inches long. So I'll be using these strips to decorate the mirrors on the sides. I went ahead and did the same thing on the acrylic mirrors, so I had to cut it into square form so as to get a perfect shape in which I'll manage to cut the strips from. I used the X-Acto knife again to cut the strips. So guys, if you're planning to use the acrylic mirrors in your project, kindly avoid using scissors, because the moment you cut the acrylic mirrors with scissors, it gives you a rough finish on the edges which doesn't look good at all. You'll see as if the edges are trying to crack, so kindly avoid using scissors to cut them. Another alternative for this project, you can use paper mirror, which is paper-like, so you can easily cut it using a pair of scissors. It's self-adhesive, so you can easily stick it on your project, and also it has a protective film. Once you remove the protective film, you'll see the mirror. After cutting the strips, I ended up with these strips which are the same size as the foam board strips. Then went outside to spray paint the foam board strip silver on the edges. So I ended up spraying the edges all around, the sides, the corners. So this is how the edges of the foam board look like after I've sprayed them with the silver spray paint. I went ahead and started gluing down the acrylic mirrors on top of the foam board. I used silicone glue for this part to stick down the acrylic mirrors on the foam board. If you watched my previous video, the Z gallery mirror that I made, I used the same procedure to stick down the acrylic mirrors on the foam board. I'll put the link in the description box if you haven't watched the Z gallery mirror which I made previously. For the base, I'll be using this plywood that I got from a local wood store, which is 17 inches by 34 inches, which will support the mirror, which is the same size as the wood. So I'll be using silicone glue to stick it down. But there's another option. If you don't use silicone glue, you can use contact glue, which is a contact adhesive glue. You can use it to stick down the mirror on the plywood. So I went ahead and started putting down the glue on the wood. I had to use a lot of amount of silicone glue on this part since it's going to support a heavy mirror, and I left my mirror to dry overnight. Once the mirror was dry, I went ahead and started arranging down the mirror strips on the side of the mirror. So I'll be showing you guys step by step on how I arranged the mirror strips on this mirror. I started with a 2 strip at the far end of the mirror, then followed by a 3-inch strip at that position, then a 4-inch strip at that position. Then I took 2-inch strips, which I arranged them in that horizontal position, and then took another 2-inch strip which lied on that position again, another 2-inch mirror strip, I placed it there, and then I took a 3-inch mirror strip and placed it there. I went ahead and took another 3-inch mirror strip and placed it there. Then I took a 4-inch mirror strip and I placed it there to make sure they're the same level with the 3-inch mirror strip I had placed before. Then took another 4-inch mirror strip and placed it in that position to make sure the same level as the 3 mirror strip which is inside the mirror. I went ahead and started repeating the same pattern I had made on this side. So I took the 3-inch mirror strip and made sure it's completely inside the mirror. Took 2-inch, then a 3-inch which will be placed on top of the 2-inch. Then I took the 2-inch and I placed them together horizontally on the mirror. Then on that side I went ahead and took a 4-inch mirror strip and placed it there, just repeating the same pattern I'd made on this side. And then I went ahead and took a 3-inch and a 2-inch and I placed at the end of the mirror. I used this adhesive contact glue to stick down the mirror strips on the mirror. I applied the contact glue on the back of each mirror strip one at a time and kept it aside to dry for about 5 minutes before sticking it on the mirror. Once the glue was dry, I went ahead and started fixing down the mirror strips on the mirror in the same pattern that I had planned before. For the longer side of the mirror, this is the pattern that I used. As you can see, I had already arranged earlier the mirror strip, a 4-inch, a 3-inch, another 3-inch, another 2-inch in vertical position, then below it's a 3-inch which is in horizontal position, followed by another 3-inch which is also in horizontal position. And on top of the 3-inch, I placed the 2-inch facing vertically upwards. Then I went ahead and took the 2-inch mirror strip and also a 3-inch mirror strip, in which I'll be placing them in this position. So you place the 2-inch below the 3-inch. Then next to it, I placed the 3-inch mirror strip. I went ahead and placing the mirror strips. I took a 4-inch mirror strip and placed it there, another 4-inch mirror strip and placed it in that position so as to make sure it's the same level as the 3 mirror inch. Then I took another 4-inch and placed it in the same position as the first 4 mirror inch I'd placed there. Took a 2-inch mirror strip, placed it there, a 3-inch on top of it, another 2-inch, another 2-inch on top of the 2-inch that placed horizontally, and below it I placed another 2-inch mirror strip. On this side I used the 5 3-inch mirror strip. I placed it there, took a 3-inch and placed it at the middle part, then took another 5-inch and placed it there. Went ahead, I'll be repeating the same pattern as on this side. So I took a 2-inch, another 2-inch and another 2-inch and placed it in that position. Another 2-inch on that position also, and another 3-inch on top of the 2-inch. I took a 5-inch, placed it there, and a 2-inch. So after I was done arranging my pattern, I went ahead and started gluing them down using hot glue. I have realized it was easier using hot glue than contour, since contour was time consuming, and the hot glue sticks well on this part. Using hot glue for this part made work easier and faster also, since using contour glue takes a lot of time before the contour glue dries, then placing them on the mirror it took a lot of time. So I preferred using hot glue on this part, and also the hot glue sticks well on the mirror. I didn't expect it to hold well, but I promise you, once you use the hot glue on this part, the strips will stick well on the mirror. Once I was done by fixing down the mirror strips on the mirror, I went ahead and fixed down these wall brackets that I'll be using to hang my mirror on the wall. So one bracket goes on the back of the mirror, and I kept it at the middle part of the wood. I used my drill gun to make some pivot holes in which I'll be fixing the screws to hold down the bracket. So one bracket goes on the back of the mirror and the other one I'll drill down on the wall. Once I was done fixing down the bracket, I went ahead and overturned my mirror and I started removing the protective film from the acrylic mirrors. After removing the protective film and also the excess glue string, I went ahead and cleaned down my mirror, and I cleaned down the mirror strips one at a time. And finally guys, this is the end look of the beautiful wall mirror I've just made. See how beautiful it has turned out guys. Let me know in the comment section what you think about this end look of my beautiful wall mirror. It was easy and affordable to make. It's time consuming cutting down the strips, but I just love the outcome. I don't mind the time I spent cutting down the strips, but I just love how the mirror has turned out. I saw the price of the above mirror in a local online shop, and the price was around $240 for this mirror guys. That's a lot. So I decided to make mine, which only costed less than $20 guys, and I really love the outcome of the mirror that I've just made. For those who are returning back, thank you guys for your support. Thank you so much. So goodbye guys, and see you next time for a new DIY. Bye bye.